This is lesson 65, decimal parts of a meter. So let's think about it. A meter is about a yardstick. So you've seen yardsticks. A meter is just a little bit longer. Yardstick is 36 inches. A meter is about 39 inches, so about 3 inches longer. So I have a yardstick here. I'm at home. I didn't have a meter stick. I have a bunch of them in my classroom, but I don't have them here. So want to think about, if we have a meter, how can we break it up into parts? So I know that 1 meter is the same as 10 decimeters. So there's a decimeter. These yellow lines are decimeters, and there are 10 of them. So 10 decimeters is the same thing as 1 centimeter. 1 decimeter is 1/10 of a meter. Did I just say centimeter? Oh, I should start again. Anyway, 10 decimeters is 1 meter. 1 decimeter is 1/10 of a meter. All right, let's look carefully here at this end, and don't ignore the inches, because this yardstick has both. We're looking at the bottom part. So I know that a centimeter is where those green marks are, right? So there are 10 centimeters in 1 decimeter. There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. And then I noticed that this is divided even smaller than centimeters. This is divided into millimeters. So millimeters about maybe the width of a paper clip, or a tiny piece of spaghetti, or something really small. So there are 10 millimeters in a centimeter. There are 100 millimeters in a decimeter, and there are 1,000 millimeters in a meter. Okay? So does that give you about the idea, if you look at this, about how big it is? So a decimeter is, if I kind of spread all my hand out, is about the width of my hand. So that's a decimeter. A centimeter is about the width of my pinky. And a millimeter, maybe a hair, if I put a hair on there, about that thick. A meter is maybe the length of my coffee table, more or less, right? Okay, so 1 meter equals 10 centimeters. It also equals 100 centimeters. It also equals 1,000 millimeters. So example 1, they ask you, if you have 40 centimeters, how long is that in decimeters? Okay, so let's take my meter stick back here, and I say I have 40 centimeters. So this is actually 10 millimeters, so I'm going to look at the first number. I'm going to come all the way over here to 40. If I put that down, can you see it? Yeah. Okay, so it's about 1/2 meter, right? So how many decimeters is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 decimeters. Okay, so I know that that's 4 decimeters, and that's how you abbreviate decimeters. So I know there's 100 centimeters in a meter, and I know there are 10 decimeters in a meter. There are 10 centimeters in 1 decimeter. Ooh, that seems like the one that I need, isn't it? So if I have 10 centimeters in 1 decimeter, then I'd have 40 centimeters in 4 decimeters. So that's how I would find that out. Okay. Example 2 says, Eduardo measured his height using a meter stick. He was 1 meter plus 35 centimeters tall. What was Eduardo's height in meters? Well, it's easy in centimeters, isn't it? Because it would be 135 centimeters. So looking at my meter stick, I find that 35 right here centimeters is a little bit less than 1/2 meter. It's a part of a meter. So I know if I'm going to measure in meters, I'm going to say I have 1 whole meter right there, and then I have a part of a meter. Well, the metric system is so lovely because that tells me I have a part of a meter. I have 35 hundredths of a meter. Because I divide centimeters, if I take a meter and divide it into 100 pieces, I have a centimeter. So that tells me I have 35 of those 100 pieces. So to change 1 meter plus 35 centimeters into meters, I say, oh, 1.35 or 1 35 hundredths of a meter. We'll have to do some conversion practice. I'm not going to bother you with that right now, but I'll put a resource on the web page so that if you get interested in this, you can play around with it. Okay, good luck on this lesson.